So everyone, Jesse Vinson is here from the Campus Activities Office to let you know about some great ways that you can get involved on campus. So yes, Jesse, I will let you take it away. These are all of our new international students.
Awesome. Do you mind if I share my screen?
Please share away.
Cool. All right. Can y'all see this kind of Kim's activities background?
Yes.
Thumbs up. Awesome. All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jesse. I use he, they pronouns, and I'm assistant director in Kim's activities. And so Kim's activities, I normally just tell people is the fun part of college. You do a lot of academics, you have classes, you're involved and you're working. And so it's just a way for you to kind of find a place to call home where you're a group of people where you feel comfortable on campus. And so we do that in a couple of different ways. So I'm just going to the next screen here. So we have clubs and organizations, which I directly oversee. So with our clubs and organizations, we have around 300 right now. It's starting to increase. I assume we'll be back up to like 450 next year. So it's a great way to get involved with clubs that are already on campus. We have big ones like the beekeeping club, the hiking club. It ranges from like sports to religious to politics to gaming to anything that you can dream of, we have. Or we have an opportunity where you can create your own club if you're not finding that community on campus. So that's a good way to get involved. And I'll get to in here in a little bit some key ways you can find those clubs even before you get to campus, or in that first week of class where you're like, I have a lot of downtime. Now's a great time to figure out what I want to do outside of class. So put a pin in that and we'll come back to it. The other thing we do, which we won't touch on very much, is fraternity and sorority life. So Greek life is out of our office. You'll see their presence on campus. They're attached to us. And then the next one is APPS. So Appalachian Popular Programming Society. They are basically in charge of like concerts or diverse programs, anything from like speakers to magicians to concerts to homecoming. So in October, make sure you look out for them. They normally, when you get to campus, you'll see a big green space. They normally hang out there and they'll give like a lot of free food, a lot of free swag and stuff like that. So make sure you're looking out for them. I'll make sure I'll get you the handle here in a second. And so we are housed in the student union, Clemens Student Union, kind of central to campus. And it's where you can study, you can find career development. So we're hanging out in there. We have a beautiful like flower mural. So if you see that, that's us. Pop in, say hello, hang out. We have like Mario Kart you can play in, you can come, you can study in the area. I know we are professional staff, but we are really chill. We love when people come and hang out and ask questions. So make sure you find us when you get here. So here's the 400 plus clubs and organizations. Here are the categories that we kind of oversee, and there's more on top of this. So as you can see, there's a lot of different clubs already just from this snapshot. So if you're really athletic and you're looking to get into something a little bit more involved than just like picking up a ball and going for it, club sports might be your jam. So make sure to check out that. Or if you're into media, graphic design, that kind of stuff, you might want to get a part of our newspaper. So it's just a great way to get involved. And you don't have, it's not a long commitment. If you join, you don't like it, you can leave. So just know that you're not tied to anything if you don't want to be. And then if you're looking for leadership experience, so I want to be a part of a group where I get a lot of leadership experience that you can put on your resume or just want to be a part of. These are our main ones on campus. They've been here for years. They are stakeholders. They are where, people who want to lead an organization or learn those skills, they're part of these organizations. So if that's what you're up for, make sure you check these out. And then how do I find all this? So y'all have access now to engage.appstate.edu. You just log in with your App State credentials. So that first part of your email and then whatever your password is, and you just log in. It is really, really easy to navigate. I'm just going to pull this over really quick. So this is kind of what it will look like when you join. And if you go up here to this top left-hand corner, it kicks out a menu. And then that way you can click on organizations and you can just search every organization that we have. If you have something in mind that you want to be a part of or a keyword like hiking, you can just go ahead and type it in here and it'll pull up all the organizations that have hiking a part of their name or their description. So as you can see, we have 2 that have that. You can also put that right here in the giant search bar. And so that's how you find everything and anything. And so once you click on them, you're able to find some type of contact information, like an email, or you can just click this join button and then they'll get up with you. Hey, I saw you're really interested in a hiking club. What kind of information would you like to learn? So those are kind of my keys for y'all. Another thing that I just like to point out, going back up here to the menu in the left-hand corner, in the events, these are all the events that have registered on campus, and they will continue to build upon themselves. So it'll be more and more and more events as the year goes on. And then that way you can see what's happening on campus, what time, where's it at, what is the point of the event. A lot of times there's free stuff, a lot of times there's free food, a lot of times there's free swag. So it's worth checking out. Just if you're bored and you're like, I don't know what we're going to do today, could get a free meal. So make sure you check that out. And then the most important, which y'all will be kind of directed once you get to campus on the 20th, on that Sunday, to go to the Convocation Center on campus. It is where a lot of our organizations table. So they just have a presence there in convocations where you can talk to them and you can be like, hey, can you tell me more about your club? It's not all of our clubs. It's around 200 of them, so half. There are really, really engaged clubs. It is a little bit overwhelming, so just take a deep breath, go in. If it's too overwhelming, you can always step out and go to engage and ask about it later, or you can email me and I'll be happy to connect you with them. So really look out for Club Expo. It's a great way to get involved, to see what we have on campus, and just to meet people.
Jesse, before you
Yes.
move on, I just
Yes.
want to put in my own plug for Club Expo.
For sure.
Yeah, he's not kidding about that. That is really a fantastic way to get connected with a lot of these clubs. So it might seem overwhelming when you see numbers, like 300 or whatever. But Club Expo is like just this giant event where most of the clubs will be represented. So you can go and talk to someone in person and ask them, okay, what does your group do? How can I join? And join the ones that seem sort of interesting, stick with the ones that you like the most. And I will be sending you reminders about this. So you don't have to remember it right now. I'll send you a number of emails saying, hey, the Club Expo is coming. You should go check it out. Go check it out. And I really hope that you do. I would recommend this highly.
Yeah, thanks, Karen. And another point about this is if you can't find what you're looking for, or you don't know how to navigate Engage yet, or that seems too daunting, make sure you find the campus activities table. We'll have a giant tablecloth that you see campus activities, and we will help you. We have a TV behind us. We'll show you who's there. So if you can't figure out the club that you want to find, come and find us, and we'll tell you if they're actually here for that day, or if we can just give you a contact email that you can connect with. So lots of options. The last thing that I'll talk about, and we'll take some questions, is again, apps. So Appalachian Popular Programming Society is apps. They're one and the same. We use apps pretty much on campus. So if you hear that, that's who they're talking about. You can go to their website right here, apps.appstate.edu, or this is a big one, go to Instagram and follow them because they post everything that they do, our office does, homecoming stuff that we have. It's just a great way to get in tune and plug into what's happening on campus. So make sure you give them a follow. And so, yeah, as you can see, we've done anything from Doja Cat to Shaky Graves to Saba, Lil Wayne, some spoken word poetry. We do a lot of films. In 2 weeks, we're gonna have the Super Mario's movies on Sanford Mall. So come hang out. It's free popcorn. Come chill. Bring your friends. Bring a blanket. And yeah, this is just other ways to get involved on campus. It's not through our office, but we work really closely with them. So like community engaged leadership, CEL, they do a lot of leadership and service opportunities. We also have intercultural student affairs. So, where your identities kind of intersect and you want someone kind of like-minded with similar identities, there'll be a cool place to hang out. Plymouth Student Union, this building that we're in is really, really open. Come hang out in it. Like, I know that seems really daunting, but it's a good way to just kind of get involved, feel comfortable on campus. And then last, definitely not least, is University Recreation, UREC. So it's our gyms, it's our swimming pools, it's our great fitness classes. And so these are just all ways to kind of get involved.
Yeah. And actually, they're going to hear from community engaged leadership and
awesome.
University Recreation later this morning. So yes, they'll hear about all the opportunities, and they'll get a tour of the union on their first day.
Good. Yes. They're all great folks. I love working with them inside and outside of work. So hopefully you'll enjoy them. Yeah. Any questions?
If you have questions, feel free to unmute yourself or to put it in the chat. While people are thinking of their questions, we have maybe time for a couple. Jesse, what are the most popular clubs? How competitive are they? Like, can anyone join like an intramural or club sport?
Yes.
And how popular is soccer?
Yes. Yeah. That really ranges, I feel like, on year to year. So our Student Government Association is really popular. They help provide a lot of guidance and laws on campus, like policies, more like it. It's a great way to get great leadership experience.
No, Jesse, club sports, like
intramural
club sports. Which of the sports are most popular for people to join?
Yeah, you're right on. Soccer, men's and women's soccer. Actually, rugby is becoming really big, men and women's rugby. And then people really, really love the ultimate frisbee team because it's something different, but they're still staying really active. So those are the three that I would say that are pretty popular. And they're great. They're pretty competitive. Well, some of them are. It depends on the year. So they normally hold like a 30 to 40 people roster. And then there's a little bit more of a time commitment. So they normally practice like Monday through Thursday or Friday, like 6 to 8 at night. And then they'll have like a game or scrimmage on Saturday. But don't let that deter you. Like, go and talk to them. They'll definitely be at Club Expo. All of the club sports are always at Club Expo, and they're ready to recruit people. So yeah, shouldn't be too competitive.
Yeah, thank you so much. Jesse, I really appreciate it. So no last minute questions?
Oh, can anyone join more than one club? You can join as many as you want. I just encourage you all to have a little balance in your life and make sure you're getting your academics done and having fun. So
yeah, exactly. That's a really great point. There's a balance, but it's up to you to find that balance. Yeah. So yeah, Jesse, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And for all of the students, of course, your academics are the priority, but you also want to make the most of this experience. And this is a great way to meet people, connect with campus, and explore either something you're already interested in or find new interests. So Jesse's contact is in the chat now. Feel free to reach out to him. And you'll be getting more information about, kind of these involvement opportunities later.